The Tanjung Puting National Park is famous for its orangutans, but that's only half the story. When night falls, the forest awakens in a completely different way. Join me as I explore Tanjung Puting at night. We began the night trek after dinner. Camp 1 was our base for tonight. We met our guide Ali, who provided us with flashlights for the tour.
Do you want it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Always.
Most night treks last for an hour or maybe an hour and a half. Armed with my cameras and my curious mind, I was ready to stay for longer. Ali is a ranger at the national park. He has an incredible eye for spotting critters.
Oh, it's different.
Ali would point at a tree with his light and mention the animal. I would then spend a few minutes trying to find what he was showing us. This is one of many stick insects we found that night. Look at how well it's camouflaged. Being a snake enthusiast and amateur herper, I was excited for the night trek.
Tahu nama tatamum atau gitu? Tata nama?
Kodok ini.
Ya.
We first came across these tree frogs. The first one is a Polypedatus leucomystax, a Southeast Asian tree frog. We also found a Polypedatus colletti, a Collette's tree frog. This tiny frog was sitting on a leaf. It looks big because of the macro lens. Notice how the leaf is shaking. I think it is a member of the Philautus genus of bush frogs. I changed the angle for this shot. All the macro shots were taken with my iPhone using the Apexel 100mm macro. In this photo, you can see the reflection of me in the eye. I love snakes. We kept looking, but could only find one snake tonight. This female Bornean keeled viper was up in the tree.
Coba pakai warna kuning.
Here, I'm trying to demonstrate the effect of the color from a flashlight.
Kayak ganti lagi ke putih.
She was perched quite high, and I was lucky to have my 100 to 400 telephoto lens on my Lumix. Female vipers are much larger than the males. This tokay gecko was hanging out by the ranger station. Here's Ali's hand to give you a sense of scale. One of the natural wonders of this national park are these mushrooms. They glow in the dark. This video was shot on my iPhone with the Apexel macro lens. The mushrooms were a day old and in reality not as bright. I do not know the scientific name for these mushrooms. All these photos were taken on my iPhone. I like how they turned out. There are other species of bioluminescent mushrooms in this forest. This tree fungus is releasing spores. When viewed from the top, it looked like smoke. Sporing is one of the methods of reproduction in fungi. Nature is truly amazing. The park is full of spiders and other arachnids. Luckily, none of them pose any danger to humans. Don't worry. The macro lens makes the spider look huge. It's actually quite small. Okay, not that small. These long-legged critters are not spiders. They're a type of arachnid called harvestmen. In America, they call them daddy longlegs. We found quite a few of them.
That's my finger, and that's the spider there. That's a big boy.
Farida managed to catch one and let me hold it. Ali is trying to show me a tarantula here.
This is
Tarantulas are shy and they keep hiding in these burrows.
the camera's gonna focus very well.
We saw quite a few tarantulas this night, but I couldn't get a picture of any. This mosquito-looking insect is actually a spider. Yeah, not a great place for people with arachnophobia. We kept walking around looking for other animals. The national park also has a large variety of insects. I spotted this damselfly perched on the tip of a leaf. They are diurnal and was probably sleeping when we came and disturbed it. I like how it is framed with the water droplet. Can you spot the insect in this image? This is a stick insect. It uses its ability to mimic a twig and camouflage itself.
I've lost count of how many stick insects we have seen today, and at least like 4 different varieties.
I struggle to get focus on this one. This is one of 2 crickets that I spotted. You can hear many of them chirping away, but they are hard to spot. The macro lens produces some nice background blur. Here's another cricket. The bigger wings look like leaves. This is a dragonfly. The tail looks very different to the ones I find at home. We came across this ant nest.
Mau pakai apa dekat biar tahu besarnya berapa. Okay, that's my finger there. I'm not gonna get it too close because they apparently have a pretty nasty bite. But you get to see how big these guys are. Some massive ants.
Bites from these ants can puncture the skin and draw blood. I bet they hurt. They were too fast for me to film with the macro lens. This praying mantis was hiding on the underside of the leaf. It was Ali who spotted it. I would have just walked on by. This hairy caterpillar was hanging out in the middle of the path. I almost walked into it. That could have been very nasty. Another highlight of this trek was this alien-looking insect. I had no clue what it was. Ali said they were called plant hoppers.
Itu kaki yang panjang atau antenna?
The nymphs produce these waxy strands as a protection from predators. They also keep the insects safe from the rain.
Apa? Apa namanya saya lupa. Kayak ini. Oh, plant hopper. Plant hopper.
This is one of the reasons I love going out in nature. There is so much for me to learn, and I love having my mind blown. If you want to see birds, you probably want to go out in the daytime. Most of them are asleep at night. We found 3 birds this night. This first one here is a yellow-breasted flower pecker. The locals call this burung pentis raja. This beautiful bird with the bright orange plumage is a dired strogon. The local name is luntur diard. The third bird we saw this night was the Malaysian blue flycatcher. It was quite high up, and this is the best shot I could get. We finally got back to the dock at about 9:50 p.m. 2 hours in the jungle. There were a couple of fishermen out at night. I guess they're not worried about the crocodiles. Thank you, Ali, for making this trip memorable. Thank you for staying until the end. I hope you enjoyed this journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Thank you.